Welcome back to Making Food Monday. Today I am going to be in my mom's kitchen again because I'm here visiting for the Christmas, and I am going to be making a double size recipe. I will leave the single size recipe in the description because I'm sure most of you won't be doubling it. But today we are making pork stroganoff. For today's recipe, I will need pepper and salt and chili sauce and chicken bouillon. I need dried mustard, mushrooms, canola oil, butter, sour cream, cornstarch, onions, cooking sherry, egg noodles, and pork. These are pork chops, although you could also use a pork roast. And that's all we're going in our recipe today, guys. First thing we're going to do today is we're going to take our pork chops and we're going to cut them into about 1-inch strips, and we are going to salt and pepper them and get them into the pot to brown. So we're just going to make these into 1-inch strips. I'm just going to add a tablespoon to the bottom. I'm going to turn the pot onto the meat and chicken function, and that's just going to turn my sear function on in this particular pot. My pot at home has a sear roast button. This one does not, so all I need to do is turn it on and it will begin to get hot inside. So that's going to get hot. First thing I'm going to do is drop my well-seasoned pork. I'm going to salt and pepper this pork. I'm going to add my pork to that oil and just get that first little batch browning here. Okay, for the next step, while my last batch of pork is cooking, I'm going to cut up my onions. I'm going to dice these as small as possible so that the little kids don't get big pieces of onions in their food, because my kids don't enjoy that. But I need to get these cut fast because that pork is searing fast. Okay, now that I've removed all of my pork from my pot, I need to add my onions into my empty pot. It's just got the pieces of pork left in there. Onions in there. Okay, now that I've got all my onions in here, get them seared so that they are nice and translucent. The next thing I'm going to add to my pot is sherry. Now, I have a confession to make with sherry. I had never even heard of sherry until I saw this recipe, so I didn't know what to buy. So when I went to the grocery store and I said, "Do you guys carry sherry?" she sent me to the vinegar aisle where I bought cooking wine that is sherry cooking wine. So I came home and I showed my mom, "Look, I found this," and she said, "That's probably not what you wanted. You probably wanted dry sherry." And sure enough, in the recipe it says that I needed dry sherry, but I'm using sherry cooking wine because I didn't know the difference. Okay, now that I've got my onions cooked down, I'm going to add half a cup of my sherry. I'm just going to use that to deglaze the bottom of my pan. And deglazing essentially means get all the stuff that's stuck to the bottom off of the bottom. All that yummy brown stuff off the bottom, because we want that incorporated into our sauce, not stuck to the bottom of our pot. Next up, I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of chili sauce. There's 1, there's 2, 3, and 4. I need 2 tablespoons of mustard. 1 and 2. Up next, I'm adding 2 cups of water. There's 1, and there's 2. I need 2 teaspoons of chicken bouillon powder. There's 1 and 2. And then we're just going to mix all of these together, make sure they're nice and incorporated to make a good sauce here. Smells interesting. And then we're going to add all of this pork and all of the juice that is accumulated on the plate right back into the pot. we're going to mix that, get it all kind of in there together. And now we're ready to seal up our pot. There we go, sealed. And we're going to turn it on the meat and chicken function, and we're going to go to 5 minutes. So on this pot, I have to go all the way up and around, get to an hour, and then it'll start over. Okay, it's gonna go to 5 minutes. Once it has come to pressure, I'm going to let it come down for 10 minutes naturally, and then I'm going to let the pressure out manually. While that's cooking though, I need to get my mushrooms and my noodles prepared because obviously those did not go in the pot. Okay, for my mushrooms, all I'm going to do is put those in a pan on the stovetop with some butter and oil and let them soften. And my noodles, obviously I'm going to have to boil those. So I'm going to get both of those on the stovetop, and then by the time the pork is finished, everything should be ready to put together. Guys, my time has expired, so I need to let the pressure out. There we go. I need to let the pressure out manually after 10 minutes, and then once it is finished, I will add my cornstarch and water mixture that I've made. This is 4 tablespoons of cornstarch and 6 tablespoons of cold water mixed together to make this nice little white stuff here. Okay, now I'm ready to open my pot. The meat to one side and add my cornstarch mixture to this side over here. That right in there. And then I'm going to bring that back to a boil. So I'm going to hit my meat and chicken. Oh, I have to turn that off. Cancel and hit my meat and chicken function one more time so that I can get this up to a boil because I need that to boil to thicken my sauce here. Okay, now into a bowl, I've added my 1 cup of sour cream. I'm just gonna reach into here with my sour cream measuring spoon and just grab out some of this gravy and add it. I'm trying not to get any pork in there. And add it to the bowl. Instead of adding my sour cream to the pot, I wanna make sure that it's well incorporated first. Otherwise, it might make it chunky. We don't want that. Okay, once I get it well incorporated like this, I'm just gonna add this whole bowl into my pot. Set that down. And it's just gonna go right into here. And then I'm gonna mix that in and make it all creamy without knocking the whole pot into the floor preferably. And there we go. The noodles are about finished over here. The sauce is finished over here. You can also add the mushrooms that you made into the pot. I have some people that do not like mushrooms in my household, so I like to keep the mushrooms on the side. You can obviously add them directly into this pot and then they'll be dispersed more evenly, but I think I will save the mushrooms for those who like them and not put them on the plate of anyone who would not care to eat them. So mushrooms are staying on the side. As far as this is done, it's ready to go. Okay, Mia, we've got it all plated. Now all we need are our, do it,
guinea pigs!
Yay, guinea pigs! Guinea pigs everywhere! So many guinea pigs! Who's hungry?
Yay!
Who's gonna go first?
Yay!
Let's go this way. Kaylin's first. What do you think? Be honest. Yes! Okay, Mia's turn.
I'm scared.
Does it smell good? What do you think? You sure? Be honest. Just half a 5 thumbs and a half.
5.5.
That's weird. Okay, I'll take 5.5 stars. Okay, baby's turn.
I don't want to taste it.
You don't want to taste it? Okay, Nani's turn.
I don't want to wait.
Nana's turn.
I really want to try this. I normally love stroganoff.
Do you?
So
Have you had stroganoff before?
once. And it was really good.
Okay, give it a taste. It's a big bite.
Whoa. and doing it.
Jordan.
What do you think?
You like
Is that
it?
good? Yeah? All right, Cameron's turn.
Do thumbs.
How many thumbs, Cameron? 5 thumbs? I'll take them. Thanks, Cam. Okay, Dante's turn.
Do
You
thumbs.
like it? Awesome. Okay, Zach's turn. You like it? You didn't even have time to taste it. Are you sure? All right. All right, Raina. You're up.
Okay, hold on. Gotta make sure everybody gets some juice.
You think?
This is really good.
You like it? Yes. How many thumbs do you give it? Yes.
This is good.
Thanks, Raina. Mehmet's turn. What do you think? You good? Yes. Thanks.
The one thing I don't like is the chicken is way too dry.
You mean the pork, but who agrees? Is the pork hard to chew?
It's a little hard to chew, yes.
Hard to chew? Oh man.
The
Alright, so I should
bigger- the
cut it in
bigger
smaller
chunks are-
pieces. Gotcha. That's a good
Huh?
that's a good thing to know. Grandpa's turn. You wanna taste it?
Okay. Wait, what is it first?
It's pork stroganoff.
Okay. Very tasty.
You like it? How many thumbs are you gonna give that, Grandpa?
I only have 2.
I get both of them? Yes. You ready to taste it?
Yeah.
Let me see you. Oh, yum. What do you think?
I do.
Sideways thumbs? And a heart?
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
Wait. Sideways thumbs and butterfly.
Oh, and that's a butterfly too? Mm-hmm. Who thought dinner was awesome? Who thinks we should have it again?
I'm having it for lunch.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good
Either
too.
that or I'm having Cocoa Puffs.
Because I do think the pork was either slightly overcooked or the cut that I used was a little too dry. Does that make sense to you? So I think we should use a roast instead of pork chops next time. And it needs to be cut into smaller pieces
Yes.
because everybody thought they were too big. But other than
I
that,
don't-
the taste was really, really good.
So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to make this channel strong, share it with your friends. Good night, YouTube. See you tomorrow. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. And just call me. Thank you.
You ready for bed?
That's it. That's it.